Hello everyone, my name is Artur Sargsyan and I present a positive side in this debate. Thank you to my opponent for sharing his point of view, but I respectfully disagree with the arguments he presented. In this speech, I will talk about each of his points and explain why the forgiveness of students' loans is not only fair, but almost also important for a stronger and fairer society. First of all, my opponent said that people should take responsibility for their debts, and that's if we forgive students' loans, we should also forgive businesses' loans. But this is a false comparison. Students borrow money to access education, something that society encourages and often requires for decently paid work. Enterprises, on the other hand, exist for profit. And yet we saw almost 800 billion in for businesses loans forgiven during the pandemic as part of the salary protection program. And no one demanded that these businesses owners take responsibility. It seems like double standards. If we can help businesses, we can help people as well. Forgiveness of students' loans is not about avoiding responsibility. We're talking about the recognition that millions of borrowers were sold by an expensive dream and are now trapped by a broken system. Many of these loans were taken at the age 18 or 19, even before the students fully understood the long-term consequences. So, yes, people must take responsibility, but society must also take responsibility for creating an unfair system that burdens people with decades of debt just for trying to get an education. Secondly, my opponent claimed that the forgiveness of loans would lead to the fact that colleges would raise tuition prices. But there is no direct connection between the forgiveness of students' loans and the increase in tuition fees. Tuition fees have been growing for decades, long before forgiveness was even considered. According to the College Council, tuition fees in public colleges increased by more than 130% between 2000s and 2020s, and it happened without any serious forgiveness programs. The real reason why tuition fees continue to raise in the lack of public investment in the public education and the lack of regulation of private institution. If we want to control education, we need political reforms in higher education, not punishment for borrowers who have already graduated from school and are trying to move forward with their lives. Um, Thirdly, my opponent claimed that taxes could rise if student loans were forgiven. This is a common fear tactic, but it ignores the big picture. In fact, the forgiveness of student loans can stimulate the economy and actually increase tax revenues, as I said in my first video. A study conducted by the Roosevelt Institute in 2022 showed that the cancellation of student debt could increase GDP to $108 billion per year within 10 years. This means that more people start businesses, buy houses, and contribute to the economy no less. And let's clarify, most of the proposals to forgive student loans do not consist in canceling every dollar on each loan overnight. Many focus on income-based forgiveness, insurance cancellation, or forgiveness for specific groups such as low-income borrowers or government employees. These plans are manageable and can be implemented gradually without rising taxes for everyone. And then in conclusion, my opponent's arguments are based on a fear, hypothetical and false comparison I have shown that helping students is not different from helping businesses, that an increased tuition fees is not related to forgiveness, and that a responsible debt write-off can strengthen the economy without harming taxpayers. Forgiveness of student loans is an investment in the future, in the families, in the communities, and the workforce of our country. A positive argument on fact justice is conviction that education should improve people, not bankrupt them. Thank you.